Hi everybody, today we're going to make my favorite vegan chili from Angela Liddon and her amazing blog, Oh She Glows. Her cookbooks are phenomenal and I highly recommend them. Okay, so come on over to the stove. I had to start sauteing the onions and garlic so you didn't have to stand here and wait on me. This is 2 cups of chopped onions with 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. And I show this a lot, but I rely on it because I use garlic almost every day. This is from Kirkland brand. So if you do cook a lot, it's worth getting a large bottle of it. And I've just been letting this simmer together, and I actually use water. Instead of 2 tablespoons of oil, I use water. So that's what I've been doing here. Then we're going to add the vegetables. The 2 vegetables in this chili are celery. 2 to 3 stalks of celery and 1 large red pepper chopped. Okay, and of course, both of these vegetables have amazing fiber to help clear out your colon, keep your arteries and colon clean. And they're filled with vitamin C. And we're going to bring them on over and add them to the pot. Now, of course, you could add a different color pepper if you prefer, red, or excuse me, orange or yellow. Recipe calls for 2 celery stalks. I did 3 just because I really love celery. And it's really good for us. All right. So we're going to stir this together. And you normally let this simmer together for about 7 minutes to soften those vegetables. Since we don't have as much time, I'm just going to give them a couple minutes here. And then I'm going to show you the beans we're going to use, okay? So obviously it's vegan chili. We're using beans for the protein and fiber instead of meat. And we've got black beans. I use Simple Truth Organic. This is a Kroger brand. They're 99 cents. Pinto beans. And dark red kidney beans. Now the recipe just calls for pinto and kidney. I added in the black bean because I love all beans. So good for us, filled with fiber. They help fill you up, make you feel satiated. So whenever anyone asks you something, well, what about the meat? You can usually replace it with beans, depending on the recipe. So I've rinsed these beans very well and drained them, and then we're going to throw them into the pot. And again, you could just do 2 cans if you prefer. Then I'm going to add in a can of diced tomatoes. This is also from Kirkland. It's organic, and we buy it by the case, and we really love it. It's great for fall, winter, for soups and stews. I'm going to do 1 can of that. And this is also a Kirkland product. This is the tomato paste, organic Kirkland tomato paste. Buy it in a case. And it actually calls for 6 tablespoons. So it's a lot of tomato paste. Make sure you get it in. There we go. And we're also going to add some veggie broth. So this won't be so thick. So it's actually going to be maybe the whole can by the time I get it all out of here. So you won't even have to measure. Looks like it's about the whole can. Alright, so for the vegetable broth, I show this a lot. I love Simple Truth Organic vegetable broth. And you can use 1 to 2 cups. Since I added an extra can of beans, I'm going to add a little bit extra broth. Okay? And this is 4 cups. Normally most soups you'll just use the whole thing for 4 cups. I'm going to add in 1 extra cup. And then you can keep the lid on it and use it later in the fridge. Alright, come on over. So that tomato paste is so thick. I want to really get it mixed in with the broth. And then there are 3 spices that we're going to use. I'm going to show you. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of chili powder. This is just Kroger chili powder. 2 teaspoons of cumin. This is Simple Truth Organic cumin. And then 1 teaspoon of oregano. And then I add a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of sea salt, but you of course could leave that out. I've just mixed them all together and we're going to add them to the pot. All right. Bring all those flavors and colors together. Now there are optionals. You can, if you like it spicy, you can add jalapenos. You can add a little hot sauce. And you can add a dash of cayenne. I'm kind of leaning on the side of not so spicy. And there's also a recipe for vegan sour cream that goes along with this, and I'll put a link to her recipe here. All right, so we're going to actually fire this up for a little bit, and then once it starts to come to a low boil, I'm going to put it on simmer, and we're going to cook it uncovered for 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll see you in a minute when it's done. Hi everybody, so we're back and the delicious chili is ready to go. It's simmered on the stove uncovered for about 20 minutes. So you can see all the delicious vegetables and beans and spices have come together. And you can top it. There's a recipe for vegan sour cream again. You could use some chopped avocado, which is my favorite. You could do green onions or cilantro, whatever you like. So next week my husband Wade's going to teach you how to make a delicious vegan cornbread recipe to go with this amazing chili, and you could also do avocado toast. So thank you always for joining me in saving animals with your food choices. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. Have a great week.